It's Brad's Laboratory.
I have been wanting to upgrade the control of my whole house fan for a while. Things I've wanted it to do are 1. Be Alexa controlled, 2. Have some buttons in the living room, and 3. Additional insulation when not in use. I had been collecting parts here and there and had worked up a design in my head. The design used a windshield wiper motor to unwind a spool of rope that would open and close a door above the fan. Limit switches would need to be incorporated into the door so that it would stop when opened and closed. A pair of relays would control the power to the motor and the motor direction. The power for the wiper motor would come from a 12-volt DC power supply that would need to be 3 amps or so. I had also purchased a relay from a Surplus Electronics website that was 30 amps at 120 volts AC and had a coil that takes 120 volts AC in. The 30 amps is more than twice what is needed to run the fan, but with relays it is better to give it a cushion due to the contact arcing. The 120 volt coil is a problem though. If I am controlling this with a microprocessor, it will need to be 12 volts DC or 5 volts DC. This problem can be solved with an additional relay that drives the larger relay. All of this needs to be controlled with some type of processor. An easy one for me was to use a Crestron processor. All the I/O and relay ports are built in, and it is easily configured to work with Alexa. I slowly collected the parts over years and years and worked on the design in my head. The problems were mounting. While not unsolvable, the cost and the time they would consume to solve put this project on the back burner. Then Christmas came and my wife bought me some little power modules. These plug into an outlet and are controlled either with an app or with Alexa. I have light switches from the same company that I did a video on. You can click on the card to watch that video. After using these around the house for little things, the Christmas tree lights and floor lamp here and there, I had a thought. If I reduce the requirements of the whole house fan design, I can push this through to completion in a couple of hours. I removed 2 of the things I wanted to do. I removed the buttons and the extra insulation. I figure I have not had buttons in the living room for the last 15 years. It is okay not to have buttons now. The house is 33 years old and the fan has been leaking air for 33 years. It is okay with me if it keeps leaking a little air. So that leaves the number 1 thing on my list, Alexa controlled. This is easy to accomplish with the new little units I got for Christmas. Very simple. Put the Surplus 30 amp relay in an electrical box, attach an old power cord to the coil of the relay that can plug into the smart plug, then replace the wiring that went to the fan speed control in the upstairs hallway with wires from the relay contacts. Here you can see the yellow wire that I installed to the fan. This was in place of the wire that went to the control in the hallway. An outlet was already in the attic near the fan, so I just plugged the TP-Link power controller in, and then the output of that feeds the 30 amp relay coil. Pretty darn simple, and it works like a dream.
It's Brad's Laboratory. It's kinda crazy and a little bit weird, but it's gonna be awesome sauce, 'cause it's Brad's Laboratory. It's Brad's Laboratory. So grab a spot, you'll learn a lot, maybe even how to build a robot, 'cause it's Brad's Laboratory.